Hello, thanks so much for dropping in. So I've been back to the pool room, but I suppose what I really need to do first is put this 2031 back together. First, I need to take the dry. Oh golly, this is always a pain. The LED connector, of course, has to come out so you can put it all back together. And it's not. There we go. It's not the easiest thing to get it back into position. Then I have to count. Ooh, and there's the. Gotta watch the head wire. And from one side to the other, we get things lined up. And with great care, careful not to drop any screws. The screwdriver does not really fit the head of this screw very nicely. So there is much flexibility. But it looks like it's lined up nicely. It is not going in nicely at all. I just found this little screwdriver. How does this fit? It might fit better. Funny enough, well, there, I dropped it. Great. Great. That's dandy. Phillips screws are all the same, but yet they are not. And I dropped the other one too. Excuse me. I will, with great care, tip this over. I think what I'm going to do is to set this up and turn it around. Ooh. Careful. So I have gravity on my side. But these definitely are. There we go. The right screws to put the shield back in. Okay. Now this one is not lined up so nice. And it may be because it's leaning. All these fine tolerances. I must try to remain tolerant. All right. All right. Now, unfortunately, there was only 3 screws in the case for this. I like having all the screws in place, but we can only do what we can do. And these are not, oh no, the wire is sticking out the side. Get in there. We can only do what we can do with what we have. Something here does not look right. What has happened? This is not happening correctly. Okay, a little tweak, and we're good. So, best thing I know, drop the screws in the holes Pick whichever three. Hope that they fell in nice. I think I have something. Twist a number of times. Aha, and when you feel a little tension, stop turning. You don't need to go and reef them in. So I'm not going to put this back into its box at this time. What I'm going to, there we go. What I'm going to do is pick this up and put this over here, and it's fine. And then I'll put this on the top because this will go to the pet room for the family portrait along with the box. I've figured that there's no use in having sort of dead space in the picture, so I have been gathering boxes that can go up on top of things and empty boxes so that then, you know, neutral space can be a good thing. Oh, so here's something. It's the CBM 8296 supplement to the 8032 manual. Interesting. Just photocopied with stapled. Possibly a copy. Here's something. SC Cubed, Sacramento Commodore Computer Club. This is the official publication. And this is from July 88 and June 88. I don't know where I got these, but you know. Now what is this? Mastering Disk Operations on the Commodore 128 by Cybex. An interesting, very nice looking book. And, interesting indeed. Oh, now here, this is a mouse. And if I'm not mistaken, and I could be mistaken, the cord is kind of angled. Based on, see, it really doesn't say anything specific on here about what it goes to, but from what I remember, this plug with its funny turn means that could be for an Amiga 1000, which of course it could be for any Amiga, but it may not fit in properly to some. So I'm going to set that aside because I do have Amiga things I want to test. And then we have discs. Lots of discs. And what is this? Sound Maker. For 486 Tower sound card only. Not CD. Interesting. Alright, discs. Discs. Word perfect. And this interesting thing is that it's a disc box, but it does seem to have, oh, look at that. Now that's slick. You want to see what you got? Oh, yeah. So what do we have? Word perfect for PC networks, Canada, English. Thesaurus. Probably all for an IBM of some sort. And then I can slide them all back down. Cool. I will not be testing those at the moment. Anyway, let's go through. Oh, empty thing. GEOS files. GEOS. Work disk. Work disk. Work disk. Work disk. Basically, I will just check things. Oh, sprites. Empty sleeve. Color 64. And here's things that just mark 52, 53. They look good. They look double-sided. Anyway, looks like I will have more discs to go through. Here's a box. Duplicates. Duplicates of what? Oh, here is a TPUG disc. Oh, yeah. And another TPUG disc. This is from near the end of things, when they had a big office at 5300 Young Street, which was underneath a store that had rather exotic clientele. Or not exotic, adult clientele. And here are some, I guess, sleeves that would have been with various programs, as well as a modem, a 128. Oh, what's that? This is a battery for a Samsung phone, which I think I'll toss that in the strange box. I do still have my old flip phone, but, you know, they had lots of different ones, and who knows if it fits and if it works. Sign maker. Let's make signs and banners. What is this? Time to Die. An illustrated test adventure. Time to Die, that's what it is. Win, lose, or draw. IBM Tandy Incompatibles. Oh, I guess I should look at that. Oh, okay. For IBM PC compatible computers, Commodore 64. Awardware. Yeah, an assortment of discs for an assortment of machines. Oh, here's a batteries included disc. And here's a disc that says Pet Paperclip. And there's a disc box. I think that can go. GT4, high productivity cartridge for the Commodore 64. Oh, by John Lamb. I went to school with John Lamb. I did. This must then. It came from RTC. It did. What is this? It's a CD with all kinds of things. Tom Landry, Strategy Football. I would bet this is for some sort of PC thing. It certainly is interesting. Does this? Oh, it's just no. I just hold it. Wayne's World. The Interview for Everybody. From 1995. Indeed, I would bet this would be for an IBM something. What is this? This is something. Maybe it was some part of some toy. Anyway, that will go in the mystery box. Oh, and more stuff to recycle. And then the last, I think, of what's in this box. I think. "32-dimension electronic flash unit," which I never had. Interesting. I think that too will go into the mystery box. Then we have some discs that are okay. TPUG Library Disc, Games 1, Workbench 1.3, TPUG Library, World of Commodore 88 show, ATN, yes, and Workbench 1.2. Alright, good. I think I'm going to set those in that box. I think. Now, I should be ready I need to start a new box of things so I can store things away. But I don't have that ready yet. So I'm going to put everything back very carefully in here. Very carefully. I like this. Wait, this is worth doing again. You can set it up and then say, I don't believe I've ever seen that before. Down, 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 down. Cool. I will save that. Alright, so I will put this box down here. Sound maker. Yeah, for 46 tower sound card only, not CD. Anyway, there is in here, of course. A CD, drivers, DOS, Windows 3X, Windows 95, Windows NT, OS2, Yamaha station software. Interesting. Look, it has pretty things on it. And it looks to be in fine shape. Anyway, we'll throw it in the box. For the moment. Maybe at one point I'll give it a try. Somehow, some way, just to see if it still reads. So, I have a few things that I can recycle. So I'll put them all in that box. And my phone has been doing weird things, so I'm going to do something. I've reset it, and I've turned it off, and I've done other things. But it still is doing some strange things. So, and I'm just going to try and tighten these glasses again. So what I'm going to do is I've turned up the screen brightness. I have. And I will let it go completely stone cold dead. I shall. Right now it has a lot of, see, I can't, if I push it, nothing happens. If I turn it off and re-enter the code, then things happen. And it doesn't do it all the time, but it does sometimes. Oh, and I got a message here from Dwight Powell. He had a really good game. He plays for the Dallas Mavericks. Went to Earl Haig Secondary School before he went off to prep school in the United States. And he had 22 points on 8 of 8 shooting the other night, which means he must have had some free throws as well. And anyway, I just wrote and wished him good luck tonight, and he said, imagine this. Thank you. There we go. All right. What else? I guess right now I'm just going to leave this phone open. I've told it not to shut itself down. I'll look at the weather tomorrow. It's supposed to be windy and -2. Oh well. Oh. Now it's -1. Or now it says -1. I guess it's updated, I think. Anyway, it's strange. It looks like we're in for some days above 0 for the next while. So I'm going to leave this here to just go dead. And the 2031 will go downstairs along with its box. And I'll continue to dig away. I will take this battery and put it with other batteries. And, I don't need these on at the moment. I have here, oh, this, yeah, so I can do this, I believe. This is the Flood. No, it's not the Flood 64. This is just the one that's filthy. So, what I'm going to do, because there's no point in doing things when I have to watch over them. So I'm going to plug in this power supply, aha, to this 64, and I'm going to leave it on overnight. And then again, check there we are, it's on. I'm not going to hook it up to the monitor, I don't need to. Anyway, then I will again check the voltage. And so far, it does seem that most of my old death trap power supplies are okay. So far. Except for, this one. Indeed. All right.
That was easy.
So I think, for the moment, I'm done. As you see, things are filling up here. I need to take a little time to kind of resort, and get things back to tidier. Also, I still have to remember to find, you know what, maybe I did. There, a bag. And in that bag, I can put the bad PLA chip that I that I took out of the 64 that was still in its original box. And bad chips. There. I have a bag of bad chips, of which there's one, but I'm sure there's others. Anyway, it's just so it's not sitting around here and me wondering, what's that chip? Do I have to waste time on it? Hopefully not. Alright, so 64 can sit and cook. Quite literally, cook. You know what? I suppose what I could do, just to make sure, like the light is on. I'm sure it's fine. Maybe. I gotta be careful. I've got the extension on, so it should be fine. But I also set the on-air sign up here on the monitor, so I must be very delicate so as not to send it flying down. And we should see, indeed, there is the opening screen for Commodore 64. So, of course, we'll do poke 53280, 0. We'll move up and do, oh, sorry. That is not what I had in mind. Okay, switch the cursor to white, and we'll put in 10. Print, quote, World of Commodore, space, quote, semicolon, colon, go to 10. And we'll say run. So I'll let that, at least I know if something does go squirrely with the machine or with the power supply. If this is still running, then I know it's all good. If it's done something weird, then it won't be running. All right. Oh, well, it's getting kind of late, so I think that's enough. And well, I may do more. It depends. Last night, I was all thinking I would go to sleep, and then I couldn't sleep. So maybe tonight I'll be up again doing more things. I don't know. So stay tuned. Thanks so much for coming. Until we meet again, bye for now.